Good morning, Hebrew Israelites, once known as African Americans, and those who enjoy the channel. I am not a religious messenger of God. I am a spiritual messenger of God. I am against all religions: Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, and this includes Judaism, because Jews of the 12 tribes were not of a religious order. Definitely not of a religious order. If you know anything about present day Judaism in Israel, you know that it is a conclave for pedophiles and rapists. This is in accordance with the news of today. Jesus described them in Revelations 2:9 and 3:9 as usurpers who worship in the synagogue of Satan. I have been on a 4-day fast to help to awaken the fact that I am a Jew and to clear the conditioning that my people have been indoctrinated with for over 400 years. Once again, let me be perfectly clear. I am not a religious messenger of God. I don't doubt that there are perhaps religious messengers of God, but I myself, I am a spiritual messenger of God. Let me begin by saying that Jews, Hebrew Israelites are 100% Homo sapiens, human beings. Hebrew Israelites do not have any Neanderthal DNA or the DNA of any other humanoid. Hebrew Israelites are 100% Homo sapiens. Our skin is melanated. Our hair is that of lamb's wool. We have no fur on our face or on our bodies. We were not created in Genesis chapter 1, verse 26, when human beings were created. We were created in Genesis 2. We were created in Genesis 2. The story of Adam and Eve is our story. It is important that you understand that spirituality is science unknown. Spirituality is science unknown. Truth is the common denominator between spirituality and science. God is the greatest scientist. God is the greatest scientist. Understand that. Nothing that does not contain truth is immortal. Nothing that does not contain truth is immortal. Science, like philosophy, is a search for spirituality, although some scientists do not realize that. And when a scientist denies the existence of God, then he is no longer a scientist, because a scientist does not deny possibilities until those possibilities are proven to be impossible. To be a scientist and not believe in God is to remove scientific inquiry. There is no scientific inquiry if you deny anything that is unproven to be false. This will be a short post. I will say this. To search for God is to search for the common denominator, which is truth. And if you are sincere, then God will recognize and accept you. Understand, God does not have to prove anything to you. You have to prove that you are worthy to be recognized by God. Let me repeat that. God does not have to prove anything to you. You have to prove that you are worthy enough to be recognized by God. 1. You must hold fast to the 10 Commandments. I have listed the 10 Commandments and an explanation in a post entitled Slavery Disobeys All of God's Commandments. I have also listed a post which will show you the proper diet of a Jew. This diet is also applicable to Gentiles as well. It is all about spiritual evolution. I am not a religious messenger. I am a spiritual messenger. And spirituality is about the evolution of humanity as stated in Genesis 2. As I was saying, Genesis 2, chapter 2, verse 7 is when God created Hebrew Israelites. Genesis chapter 2, verse 22 is when God made the Hebrew Israelite woman. I'm going to end here because I have to end somewhere, because I could just keep on going and going and going. But the reality of the situation is that this is the 4th day of my spiritual fast of awakening. And I will probably, undoubtedly, be posting every day now that I know the direction that God wants me to go into. Normally, I can read 3 hours a day and not think about it. But when I try to read, for some reason or another, when I try to read any other book, other than the Bible, I get bored and I put it down. And when I picked up the Bible, this is the first Bible I've ever purchased. When I picked up this Bible, and this morning I started reading it, well, last night I started reading it. All of a sudden, everything clicked in, and reading became. I became interested in what I was reading, and I was able to decipher what I was reading because I've read this book, The Hidden Bible. I think I've talked about it in other posts, but that's for you to find out. But for now, I'm going to end here because I got reading to do and other things to do. But I will get back with you and follow the 10 Commandments. Read in Leviticus what you should eat, what you shouldn't eat, or find a post, and I have the chapters and the verses that you should read. Quickly, you should not eat pork. You should not eat any animals that are predators and feed off other animals. You should not eat any meat you eat should not have blood in it. Any meat you eat should not have blood in it. Any fish you eat should have scales. You should not eat any fish that do not have scales. So this would be catfish, and it would be eels too. As I said, I got a lot of information to give you. I could go on and on and on, but I don't want to give loose pieces of information, so I will end here. With that, have a blessed day, and I'll be talking to you later. I'll be posting later. Have a blessed New Year as well.